I sat in between my mom and dad on the couch, and it was in that moment that I fell in love with movies. Not just movies, but rather how movies were made. Kevin McCarthy. Kevin is a famous film critic for Fox 5 and has interviewed so many A-list celebrities and film directors like Quentin Tarantino, Brad Pitt, Ben Affleck, and Jennifer Lopez. And because of that experience, he was able to create a name for himself where every time he goes on the red carpet, everybody knows who this guy is. And the reason why I wanted to feature him on MasterTalk is because I've seen at least 15 of his interviews, and I believe he is currently the best interviewer in their film industry, and there's a lot we can learn from his communication style. Hi everyone, Brendan Kumarasamy here, founder of MasterTalk, on your go-to channel to mastering your talk, and today we're covering the great Kevin McCarthy and his meticulous interview style. So let the cameras start rolling. Number one, begin the discussion with a powerful acknowledgement of the guest's work. Kevin does such a great job of introducing his guests in a way that they feel special and heard without being overbearing. So whenever he introduces Tom Cruise or interviews him, he doesn't say, "Oh my God, I'm such a big fan. I love your work." It's not overbearing. His vocal tones are soothing, and he starts the conversation with, "These are my movie stubs that I got when I watched Mission Impossible 25 years ago." And when he shows those movie stubs to Tom Cruise, and it freaks him out. He goes, "Oh my God, how do you have these?" And that's really Kevin's secret sauce, is because he's so passionate about the film industry, probably by a factor of at least 100 times, to the next interviewer, it amazes the guest and reminds them why they got into film in the first place. He's so good at this, in fact, at adding those meticulous details in his interviews to impress the guest and show him he's done his work, that Brad Pitt literally asked Kevin a question about his own movie. That's how much Kevin McCarthy studies the work of the celebrities he's interviewing. And it's that level of detail that makes people respect him. So what's the lesson? Think about the mentors in your life, the people you have access to. And frankly, this is a point of improvement even for me. Take the time to acknowledge them for the work that they do. And don't just acknowledge them at a surface level. "Hey, thanks for the work that you're doing." No, acknowledge them really powerfully. Be specific, tell a story, be compelling so that people are in awe like they are with Kevin. Number two, ask questions that you feel the guest would be excited to answer. There's a reason why so many A-list celebrities want to be interviewed by some film critic with Fox 5. The reason is because most of the time when these A-listers are getting interviewed by other people, the conversations are boring. They're surface level. They're about gossip. "Hey, who are you dating? Like, how does this movie compare to your last movie? What did you like the most about working with this actor?" It's useless information. And put your mind in the actor or the actress. If you're being asked about your love life 5 times in the same day, you would get annoyed too. But Kevin never goes in that direction. For instance, when he interviewed Quentin Tarantino for The Hateful Eight, he only asked him about camera lens technology. He looked at Quentin and said, "Hey, if you had to reshoot one of your old movies with new camera technology, what would you reshoot and why?" And you could see the excitement in Quentin's face. He got really, really technical about lenses and he started to nerd out. And you got to see a different side of him that you never see in interviews. So that's one part to Quentin's magic. But that's also true when he was interviewed by Jim Carrey. When he asked Jim questions, it was often about the physicality and dialogue of his acting performances. So Jim was really excited about having that conversation with them. And that's the key. The more specific you are about the questions you ask other people, and the more you line them up to their passions, not their love interests, not something that you think the general public would care about, but really mixing it up to what the guest really wants to ask and answer, then you're on the right track. And finally, number 3, the world will always make room for passionate people. This is a quote by the famous Lewis Howes, and I could not agree more in the context of Kevin's work. Here's a guy who had no connections to Hollywood and knew absolutely no celebrities. So why did Mr. Perkins from Fox 5 give this guy a shot? Why did Tony bet on Kevin? He was so young, he had very little experience, and the answer is simple. Kevin's the guy who was collecting film stubs since he was 11 years old. Kevin's the guy who has 1,600, not 16, but 1,600 movies in his bedroom. He nerds out about films in a way that most of us can't even fathom. And that's why he gets the opportunities and the excellence that he's able to achieve that no one else can get to, because we just don't have the same level of passion that he does. So how does this apply to you? You might be watching this video and thinking, well, Brendan, I'm in the technology industry. I'm in the manufacturing industry. What's passionate about that? Find something, and it could be animals. Make a presentation on that and present it so many times until you get so good that people can't ignore you. I wanted viewers and listeners to be as excited as I was about the film industry. And let me tell you, Kevin nailed that intention in spades. I don't even like films. I don't even watch that many movies, but I love watching Kevin interview celebrities, even if I don't understand the answers that the guest is giving because it's so technical, because I love Kevin's glimmer in his eyes. I love the excitement, the passion that he brings to this space, and I hope all of you take that and bring more of that in your industry in the same way I try to do that in communication. As always, if you enjoyed this week's episode of MasterTalk, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel to see more videos like this. And of course, I would love to see you at my next free training on effective communication. It's a 90-minute free workshop that I run online, and you can attend in the description below. You'll also see it in the comments. Register, and I can't wait to see you there. And of course, if you know someone who loves movies, send them this video so that they'll be one step closer to understanding the brilliance of Kevin McCarthy. All the best.